Hello darts nuts. I'm going to review a set of soft tip darts here, and these are quite a special set. They're from a fairly new company in Korea called Fighter, and this is one of the very recent models, the Dolfin, and the darts themselves are made in Korea. It says on the box there, made in Korea. And they come in this quite stylish packaging. It's very neat. I think all the darts come in this particular style of packaging, and on the side of the box you've got the model and tells you the dimensions and the weight. It says 90% tungsten, 49mm length, maximum diameter 7mm, and the weight 18 gram. Now these retail for around, I think it translates to around about £67 in English money, and I think in Korean it's around about 118,000 won. I think that's how you pronounce it. And you've got this slide out tray which comes out of the box, and then inside you've got another logo with the Fighter Dart Design and Development, and you've got your barrels fitted with your soft tip points and what looks to be, I would say that's probably a tweeny size shaft, but I'll check that to be sure. And you've got spring clips on the shafts, and then you've got your Fighter standard flights with slots already punched out so you can fit your rings through. These are very nicely machined darts. So we'll have a close look at the dart now. Alright, here's the close look at the Dolfin darts. As you can see, it's got your soft tip point fitted, and there's probably something that you can't tell from the camera, but there's a very fine kind of I don't know whether, it's very fine, like lines on the barrel, and there's a kind of iridescence to the surface of the barrel, probably caused by the light diffracting on the fine lines. Well, that's probably a product of the machining of the barrel. It's a beautiful looking dart, and it looks to be as if the tungsten has been polished to a high shine. It's very nicely machined. This area here is obviously where the bulk of the grip is, and that is, it's quite a high level of grip, that very thin cut rings, and I don't know if you can tell, but this front section has got a very slight scallop to it. Of course, I'm a front gripper, but it feels very comfortable holding it just there for me on this middle section. But these little notches here probably help with the rolling resistance of the barrel, and as you can see, it's got the BF logo etched onto the centre of the barrel there, and it's fitted with these tweeny stems with your slotted ring and your slotted flights, standard Fighter flights. Yeah, I think that's a very nicely machined barrel, that. It looks very nice quality indeed. I'll just let you have a look at the dart then. I'll put a detailed picture up with all the measurements in detail. Right, here's the detailed look at the dart now. Here's the detailed measurements of the Dolfin 18-gram darts. It's got a 25mm soft tip point. The front of the barrel is mostly smooth, of about 12mm, and then there's a series of notches which are about 7.5mm that have a groove in the middle, and then there's another smooth section of about 4.9mm, and then the rest of the barrel is made up of this thin cut ring grip which continues right to the end of the barrel, and that's 25mm wide. The overall length is 49mm and the width is 7mm. Alright, I'm just gonna do some measurements of the barrel. It said 49mm on the box. Let's get it in the middle there. That's pretty much bang on 49mm. So that's pretty exact. Let's make sure that's reset. And as you can see, the front of the barrel is a little bit thinner than that center section. It's 6.3, and then on the middle part where the logo is, it's, so you can get it in there, 7mm, which is the maximum I think, and then it tapers 6.72 and 6.1 towards the end. And let's have a weigh of the barrels. I'm weighing them without anything attached, no points attached, just barrels only. That one is 18.06, and that one is 18.04, so it's pretty close, that, just 200ths of a gram. And that one is 18.04, so it's very closely matched. And the full setup as it comes supplied with the points and the shafts and the flights is 20.22 grams. Right then, see if I can find the balance point. My guess is it's around this centre section. It's pretty much there. So it's nothing attached, it's front weighted, but not by much. And I'll pop the points on, and then I'll try it with the points, and then I'll try it with the shaft and flights. Alright, let's get this right. So it looks to be front biased. I think that rear section is probably drilled out quite a bit, and obviously it's drilled out for the point, and it's thicker around here, and most of the tungsten is machined off here, so I'm presuming that this is going to be where the densest part of the barrel is, but it's probably going to move quite a bit to the rear with the shaft and flights on. Yeah, so with the setup as it is supplied, it moves just past the centre of the barrel. Alright then, that's the detailed look at the darts. It's a very nice looking dart, and it's very nicely machined, very nice quality to the tungsten, and I do like the way it's got like a high polish shine to it. And like I said, you probably can't see the effect of the light, but there's a kind of a rainbow effect on the surface of the barrel when the light hits it. It's just caused by the diffraction of the light probably because there's very fine grooves on the barrel from the machining. Now I don't have a soft tip board, so I can only throw my darts on my steel tip board, but obviously the points will still stick in because it's quite a soft sisal on the board that I have. Hopefully I'll get a soft tip board soon, and then I'll be able to do some more proper testing of soft tip darts, but for now I'm just going to have to throw them on my steel tip board. So let's give them a throw and see how they go. Although these are very light darts compared to what I'm used to, obviously soft tip darts are lighter in general, but flying quite nice actually. Gripping it a little bit further up the barrel than what I would normally, pretty much just where these notches are. I think the barrel is probably designed best for a rear grip, but I'm kind of gripping it on the thickest part of the barrel, and like I said, normally I would naturally grip it probably there, but I think it feels a little bit better balanced for me at that point. And if you're a rear gripper, I think it's probably going to be even better because you're pushing against this centre balance. But I am quite surprised that they're flying as well as they are, because they're such a light dart to what I'm compared to using. I know this isn't a soft tip board, but it just gives you an idea. Does take a little bit of getting used to the lightweight. Obviously the soft tips tend to make a big hole on the board like when they go in, but it works just as well on a steel tip board, so it's no big worry. Right, I'm just going to have a couple of throws from the rear section just to see what it's like. I quite like the way it flies from there though. It seems to be nicely balanced there for me, but just give it a couple of throws there just to see if I can gauge what it feels like, but obviously it's not my natural throw from there. It feels weird throwing it from there, but I do think if you're a rear gripper it's probably going to fly even better there. Yeah, I can see, even though it's not my natural grip holding it there, I can see the dart feels as if it may be better balanced if you're a rear gripper. I'm just going to go back to my other grip now. Well, there you go, that's the Bull's Fighter Dolfin 18-gram soft tip darts. I have a feeling that if you're a rear gripper the dart is probably going to be very nicely balanced, but with me being a front gripper, holding it right at the front there feels a little bit off balance, but holding it around here on these little notches it feels very nice there, and through the air it seemed to be nice and stable. Didn't see anything iffy happening with the flight of the dart, and the balance is quite nice on that section there, but I do think it's probably even better there for your rear grip. But it's a very nice dart, and I'm surprised that it flies as well as it does, with me being used to a heavier dart. I don't normally throw such light darts, but that kind of surprised me really. And the grip on that section there for rear grippers, it's a very nice level of grip, so if you need a grippy dart then that should be sufficient. Overall it's a really nice, good quality dart. It does look very nice, and the quality of the machining on the barrels is very high spec, and they have, I don't know if it comes across on the camera, but the tungsten seems to be polished to a very high shine, which is nice. So there you go, that's the end of the review. Thanks for watching.